Yes, welcome back ladies and gentlemen, Tankers of Blitz to the channel. Hot on the heels of the T2020 video, which I released earlier. And as a small aside, apologies for the qualities of the sound of the mic. Apparently it was a bit low. I was recording that with Streamlabs OBS while I was playing, and on stream it seemed fine, but apparently the video file wasn't that brilliant. So I'll tweak a little bit with the microphone settings, but it allows me to get more footage out a bit easier. So I'll keep doing that, and I'll try to make sure that the sounds are better on the next video. I hope these are good. This is still recorded on the trusty laptop, and that one's working just fine and dandy. And I'll make a video too about how I make my own YouTube videos, which is probably a bit long in the tooth and way too elaborate for just YouTube videos on World of Tanks Blitz, but I'll make one anyway because it has been requested before, and I'll maybe do one on the thumbnails as well, just to help budding YouTubers. All kidding aside, let's get into the business. We are looking at the IS-6 Legend, driven by Matthew Earlberg from the KKZ clan, who is now in a different clan, but he sent me an email about it, and I don't really remember which clan it was, so yeah, let's just say he's in the KKZ clan. And he's driving the IS-6 Legend, as you can see, and he's on Fortress Pair. Everybody's just completely dug in around C-Camp, because that's what you do. You spawn in one position, and then everybody goes towards a flank, and then you follow the team into the flank, and then you spot a lot of the red tanks, and just basically everybody stops moving and starts shooting each other. I'm reviewing this tank, obviously, because it is available in the store. And it is one of these 122mm Russian tanks with, on paper, not brilliant armor, because nominal thickness on the armor plating isn't that good, to be honest. If you're looking at the tank flat on the plates are only 100 mils thick on the sides, and they are 100 on the front as well, so it is 100 all around. But it's all angled left, right and center. So effectively you're looking at 200 plus, and if you're going to use the gun depression, you're looking at 275, and that is pretty freaking epic. This is also a tank that has a pike nose, but at the same time it doesn't. And why is that then? Well, you can see at the front, or you can't really see it over here, but just shoot him with AP shot. Ooh, you are lucky that he didn't penetrate you, and you didn't clear him as well. You should have shot AP shot, mate. This is just, you're pushing in. This is not good, Matthew. I mean, now you got shot, and then you're gonna get shot by the SU as well, who decided to shoot AP. Lucky you, lucky Matthew. And he's going to clear this T-32 eventually, because he's still on HE. Yes, there it is, finally. And then the SU-152 decides to shoot AP again. He bounced, but he decided to shoot AP again. Let the bouncing fest begin. Because this is a terror from back in the days. This is a terror from back in the days. And Daddy's gonna talk again. Granddad talking. Blitz has turned 6, obviously, just now. But back in the days, you used to face tier 6s with this tank, and it had preferential matchmaking, which meant that it never had to face tier 10. IS-3s did, other tier 8 tanks did face tier 10, but this tank did not. And when you were in a platoon, you would get matched against other platoons. And the matchmaking of those platoons didn't really take into account what tanks you were using or what tiers you were using. So it could be that you were in, say, M4A3 Easy-8 platoon, tier 6 medium tank platoon, and then you would roll against the people trying to grind credits in the IS-6 Legend. And this type of gameplay just reminds me of that. Just the way that people are shooting and bouncing. Because, as said, the tank itself, once you have it flat on, you can penetrate it. You can punch right through the sides, especially on the wheels. No problem whatsoever, no questions asked. But it's really troll. It's angled everywhere. And this is from 6.10, I think, this update, because that's why there are no hit marks. You will bounce a lot with this tank if the enemy are Muppets. And, well, Matthew shouldn't have survived this game, obviously. He's going to shoot his tier 34-1 and then he's going to show his butt. And the SU hasn't quite figured out how to use HE yet, because otherwise Matthew would have been dead. But, anyways, 8k damage blocked in a tier 6 tank, IS-6 Legend. And a mastery, obviously, because he did some damage and got 1337 base XP. And he managed to damage himself as well. Did you see his name in the list? He's in the list. Anyways, why would you want to buy this tank? Well, it is, as you can see, in the store. I have it in my garage as well, and it is in the store with combat trophies. And these combat trophies will come at a price of 5,500 gold. You can get the Wi-Fi tanks as well, obviously for a bit lower price, but 5k for a tier 7 tank. And then you have to shell out 55 euros for this tank, the third 2020. However, the IS-6 comes with quite a good price. It is 7,600 normally in the tech tree without any form of discount. And this is a bit of a glitch. You can see these tanks, but makes a nice comparison. But you do get 30 days of Prem account as well with the IS-6. So that's worth 2,000 in terms of gold, which means you have to pay 3,500 gold for this tank. And if you're looking at the gold bundles available, that would make it the Black Goldfield Nugget and the Pocket Money, in total 11 euros. And of course you have to get a bit more to get the other bits in the bundle, but I think you could call this a bit of a no-brainer, just a bargain, a true bargain, because you get the tank, you get the camouflage, you get the attachment, you're gonna get credits as well, and of course X5 certificates, which you have to use on the i6. That is a bit annoying, but it's a great credit grinder then, and you can grind free XP with the tank as well easily, and having X5 in terms of free XP will mean that you will get quite a lot. However, original Ivan is not impervious. It is a really strong tank. It is strong when it is a top tier, not so much when it is a bottom tier, because you can see it is a Russian gun. This was gonna hit. But there will be shots which you will not hit, because the gun handling on this tank is just pretty much non-existent. I mean, it has a long aim time, it has bad dispersion, it's got 6 degrees of gun depression, which is not bad for a Russian tank, but it's not good either. It allows you to sit on ridges like this, provided you have the tank flat. Here we go, thank you, lower plate, yes, nice, 370 delt, 310 block, that's good. Let the game commence, because execution from the Theft clan, THEFD clan, he's in a good position here. This is great for hull-down tanks with good armor, and the IS-6 has some good armor, 397 delt, has some good armor, but it's not epic. I'm going to show you later where, with all the hit marks, you can see exactly where he got penetrated, which is then good. Can he feather a shot in on the AMX? Yes. No, he can't. This is the gun handling. I mean, he had a nearly full-blown shot on the FCM, which penetrated. Then he had the same shot on the AMX, which did not penetrate, and he's going to put this shot into the side of his enemy. 2k damage dealt. Hello, Challenger. Can you... yeah, Challenger is going to sit behind the rock. That's good. Challenger is going to poke. Challenger is going to die. Bye-bye, Challenger. Why? Anyways, excitation has blocked a little bit more in terms of damage, has cost 2,304 already. It's going to shoot this Panther. Here we go. Yes, then turn around. And you can see the shell marks. He bounced off the front of his mantlet. And take a note of that. He's going to clear the Panther now. There we go. HE shell. Thank you very much. But as I said, excitation is going to get shot straight through the mantlet as well. Because there's a weak spot on the right hand side of the mantlet. This is an HE shell blocked from the T29. It's not looking that good, to be honest. I mean, he's good on health, but it's 2 versus 4. Let's shoot this T29. Good damage trading. But take a look at that. He got penetrated straight through the front of the mantlet. On the right side, there's an obvious weak spot. Just aim for it. You need 150 in terms of penetration. And that means that even an SU, there was an HE shell, by the way, that tank is going to deal damage. But take a look at these 3 shell marks over there. You can punch right through. That was a bounce, but on the right hand side, that's all penetrating hits. And when you have your long reload and bad gun handling, it is a tank which you should never sit still in, basically. And this guy, the T29, who is in platoon with the Tiger, who is in platoon with the T29, they are both shooting HE. And you might start think, oh god, these are new players, they are shooting HE, and why are they doing that? Well, the Tiger is shooting HE, but he's nibbling away at the hit points of execution. 91 damage, and he's gonna put another shot into him. Yes, here we go. And he doesn't, I mean, he doesn't need to aim, he just has to hit him. 93, yes, there's then the T29 rolling in. Can excitation get a shot? He's got 1 shot in the barrel, he can clear 1 tank, 125 of HE damage dealt by the Tiger, yes. And through the lower plate, and of course you will get a low roll of 318. He bounces the shot from the T29, roll around, there's the SU rolling in, who derps a shot into the ground. Yes, he shall clear the T29. Where that shot went through, I have no idea. It kind of looked like it was on the tracks, but that might be just the angle of watching. Then roll around the SU, auto lock, heat shell, thank you. And then go forward, clear the Tiger 1, hopefully. But the Tiger 1 is reloading early, he's shooting HE again, bounce that shot on the gun, yes, repair the gun, and then clear the tank for 5,450 damage dealt, 5 kills, and 1,760 damage blocked. Affirmative. Legendary. IS-6 legend. Is it a must buy? Maybe not so much in terms of tanks, but at this price, I'm gonna be a salesman here. At this price, original Ivan is a really a bargain. 5,500 gold for the tank, plus 30 days of premium account and some certificates and other goodies thrown in the mix. This is a better deal. Original Ivan is a better deal than the third 2020. So there you have it. Thank you very much for watching. I'll catch you on the next one. Cheers.